Okay guys, so let's talk about Bitcoin. On the chart, let me show you here the chart. As you can see here, Bitcoin is still in sideways here. So as long as Bitcoin is respecting this box, let me show you the box around this area, $33,900, $34,000. Well, I will be careful here looking for shorts. Actually, I think shorts right now for me are very risky right now, because if Bitcoin keeps doing this, what we are gonna see is we are gonna see something like this. We are gonna see Curve doing something like this in the future, of course, right? So potentially this week, something like this, right? Something like this, sideways, and in some point here in the future, right? In the future, in this area, we could see potential a buy signal. If we see this buy signal, I'm gonna start looking for Bitcoin maybe around 38, 40K. So now let's talk about the 4-hour chart. I'm gonna clean the chart here. Okay, so let's talk about the 4-hour chart. If right now Bitcoin is testing the MA55, as you can see here. Sorry, it's testing the MA55. Okay, so what is next for me is, as long as Bitcoin is holding again this area, right? This area, all this area, yeah, around this area, yeah. So we could see something like this, right? But as long as around here, I will be actually, honestly I'm looking for maybe potentially by opening a long position maybe in some point this week if we see this move, because potentially this 4-hour chart could be the trigger for something interesting. Of course, we have to start looking for, in my case, I'm looking for confirmation, right? Because it's very risky. This is gonna be a very risky trade if I do it, right? But as I said before, as long as this green box is holding, 33,900, 34, well, and Bitcoin is in sideways, it's still in sideways. Actually, it's looking good. It's looking good. Bitcoin is doing better and better. So we will have to wait. Now, the next thing here is looks like Bitcoin is about to test the MA55 in the OVP, as you can see here. Yeah. So usually this, well, potentially we can see a bounce. So in the future, right, this area, although this area is respected, yeah, well, in some point here, I'm looking for potential buy. Yeah. So let's continue. I'm gonna continue with let me show you here the weekly chart. Here the weekly chart. If we see that move, yeah, let me show you something. If we see that move, this move should be around this area. Now we see the volume profile, as you can see here. The first target is actually the target for me is all this area here. I'm gonna change the color here to red. Yeah, between $39,000 and $40,000. So from here, I am, if we see that bounce, right, this week potential, or maybe next week, as long as Bitcoin is holding here, I'm gonna start looking for actually a major short. Why? Because again, let me show you here. Bitcoin is forming a bearish appearance in weekly chart. Yeah. So the idea is this one. If we see a bounce here, yeah, we will potentially see in December, I think in December, something like this. Bearish appearance on this point and this point, where the target, well, is gonna be around maybe 27, even 20K actually. Yeah. So that's my plan.